Hi, and welcome to Life is Good Today. Well, like everybody else, I guess I'll talk about the virus. In life, I think what we fear is what we don't understand, fear of what's going to happen. And this virus thing is probably the worst case scenario in that it's the invisible enemy. I refer always back to when I was 20 years old, walking point in Vietnam. In the beginning, it was I don't think I'm going to make it. I think I'm going to die here. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm prepared. I don't know if I'm safe. I feel all alone. It's in my first book, Jungle of the Boardroom. Am I prepared? Am I safe? Am I alone? And it's the same feelings that are going on now. I'm going on 72. I was on the plane coming down because Nancy had an episode and passed out. So I jumped on a plane. The plane was packed. So, did I pick up something? Do I have it? And so that's where we go. So we're afraid of what we don't know. And the truth is, there's something below that. And it's the life journey, which is I'm afraid I'm losing control. And that's the illusion in life that we think we're in control of something. And so this pandemic thing evokes, I think, all the human fear that everybody's going through. Do I have it? If I have it, what will happen? Will I die? Will I just get sick? If I have it, will I give it to somebody else? Will they, I got on the plane, will I carry it down to Nancy? Because I don't want to think about dying, so I'm going to worry about Nancy, Nancy went to the hospital. Did she get something there? Is she going to bring it back here? So it's all those unknown, I'm out of control, go to the store. Are we going to have enough to eat? Then you look at the financial stuff. Is the market going to crash? And is everything going to go? Are we going into a depression? And so that's where we go as humans, because it feels like we're out of control. But if I really look at my life, slow it down, just slow it down. This is a typical time that I would be in Florida. What would I be doing? Sitting around, sleeping in a little bit, watching TV most of the day, go out, pick up a little dog poop, clean the pool 3 times because the trees keep dropping stuff in the pool, and I'd be complaining a little bit, and that would be my life, which is pretty much my life right now. The stock market, my 401k, I always used to get it's not my money. That's the only way I ever saved it. And, and I can't get lost in that because I'm not in control of what that is. And so I, said that Colleen, my daughter, that's a quote I heard that I loved that said, there are things that you're in control of, so you can make the decisions you want. So there's no sense worrying about those things you're in control of. Does that make sense? Well, of course it makes sense. I can make the decision to do whatever I want to do. So there's no sense worrying about that. Then there's things you're not in charge of that you can't control. They're out of your control. So you can't change those things. So there's no sense worrying about that because you can't control it anyway. That makes sense too. So that leaves you with there's nothing to worry about. Either you can make the change or you can't make the change. Either you can do it or not do it. And none of us get to decide probably whether we get the virus or don't get the virus, whether it kills us or whether we live through it. All we can do is make good choices, and to me, it's like, okay, I'm going to wash my hands more. I'm going to stay out of public places. I'm going to do all the things that they tell me. Every day, somebody sends me something new, I'm going to gargle with salt water because I got a little bit of a sore throat, Of course, 90% of that's probably allergies, which when I go from Cincinnati to Florida, flare up both places. And so it's the idea of losing control more than anything. And if we can slow down, life is not about control. Life is about living. And if there's anything I know that I'm going to miss is, being in contact with a lot of people, going, have coffee, laughing it up and joking. And so I got to find those ways to do those things because laughing, keeping it light are really important to me. And so, that's the challenge of today. And this will pass, and we don't know how it will pass or what it'll look like after it passes. But that isn't for us to know until we get it. I always refer back to Vietnam because that was one of my darkest times. And you know what? I decided I'm going to be the best scout dog handler I can be, and if I make it, I make it. And I made it. And you know what? I learned a lot of lessons, and I continue to use those lessons 50 years later to help me move through the illusion of this here. I don't know whether I'm going to make it or not, but I get up every day and I don't know whether I'm going to make it or not. That's the illusion we have. We think we got some kind of guarantee. And this brings us back into reality of how much we need people, how much we need to stay in the moment and not get ahead of ourselves. And old saying we had at Life Success that I loved, I heard from Jim Quinn, and passed that on to a lot of people. If you need to control, you're probably out of control. And that's what I notice in my life. When I'm getting all wound up, it's I'm trying to control something that's outside of my control. So that's the thought of today. You know what? We're going to be okay one way or the other. And we just got to wait and wait for that to unfold. And we will one day go, I'm blessed. What was that about? We survived it. I'm better for it. And so that's the word of today. I'm hoping that you're staying safe and doing all the things you do to stay healthy. So Doogie is starting to growl at me. I think he wants some treats. He's in the moment all the time. He's not worried about the virus at all. So I got to go tend to Doogie because Doogie is now 2 years old as of yesterday. So we got to see what he's going to do different now. He may be hopefully moving out of his teenage years. Well, have a great day. And life is good today because it's the only day we got. I'm going to have a great day today. I hope you do too. I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.